Peace, family. Peace, peace, peace. Welcome, welcome in. How are you guys today? I'm sending nothing but peace, love, and light to you guys. Look at Boba. Say hi to Boba. Boba, say hi. Okay, yes. All right, anyways, this is actually in reference to this video. Like, this is very significant, or symbolic rather. So anyways, yes, let's get into it. Thank you guys for joining. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. If you have been here, we do have a channel message for you guys, for my stars. I feel like I'm speaking to stars right now. You guys are like cosmic children, you're star seeds. I'm also getting indigo children. You guys are very young. I'm getting a lot of youth energy or youthfulness in this field, okay? So if you're called to this message, this channeled message, the title, this is something you need to know about yourself, or this is something you have already known about yourself. So yes, let's get into it. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the matrix. So this is something merging, or some form of, I'm hearing planetary alignment as well. So I'm getting something as above, so below. Yeah. But anyways, let's get into it. I don't know what's going on with my throat, so please forgive me. I think it's this smoothie. It's a little thick today, but literally, like, I don't know, you guys, but yes. Someone's entire reality is built upon imagination. So this is symbolic to, or in correspondence with, your stimuli or your sensory stimuli. I'm also getting like theta brain waves. So this is in, like I said, correspondence to your imagination, or having a very vivid mind, or your capacity even. I'm hearing also your cerebral cortex, which deals with your level of comprehension or higher levels of functioning. So you guys are very complex, but I'm, like I said at the very beginning, youthful. So this is very significant to the soul, or the development of your soul, your gifts. I'm hearing expansion as well. So you guys are expanding here. I'm also hearing like star seeds. You guys are very like complex but young. Okay, so this could all be very significant, highly alerting to you. I'm also getting something about alerts or alarms, bells, sounds, jingles could be significant to your it's like grasping your attention. I'm getting like noises, or even being in this inner childlike state right now. You may begin to pick up on your surroundings, or like, I feel like babies, the cries of babies, the sounds of babies may grab your attention, or even like dogs. I'm hearing the gentle life. So there's something symbolic coming out about this. Okay, I see the 10 of cups. So this is symbolic to like peace, or wish fulfillment, or just being in a state of like happiness. Joy is significant to you. I'm also hearing bliss. So this takes us back into this energy. So you guys are always in this altered state, or you're always in this, let's just say, altered reality. This could even be your demeanor. I'm hearing like this could be like your altered ego, or you have an altered persona. So this is where you can hop in and out of timelines, or I'm getting like, for you guys in particular, you can become or morph into your like younger self. Literally getting that, or like older versions of yourself. You can act. I'm getting like actors or actresses. You guys are really good at like playing. I'm getting a playful, youthful energy. So this is beautiful. I'm also getting colors. Colors may grab your attention. Rainbows. This doesn't even have to be rainbows. This could be like vivid colors. Like everything is lively for you, okay? This could be significant. You also could be attracted to like, what is it? Like nursery rhymes, okay? Or just being in a very like mellow state, okay? This is your inner child. Some of you guys are like reliving your childhood right now, okay? Which is why I feel like this is highly significant. I feel like toys too. You may find yourself playing with toys, playing games. It's something taking place. I'm seeing literally as above, so below. Something may be ending, but it's a new beginning, or creation, or you're being reborn. Okay, so let's get into the notes. I always have notes. If you are new, I always have notes. I always have some form of like reference pertaining to the channel message, okay? Hold on, I need water, because why am I so dry right now? This could be significant to you. You need water. You may need to, like, it's almost like neutralizing or like, I guess the word would be lubricating your mind. So those fluids, your imagination can be more active, okay, or vivid. I just heard childlike syndrome, okay. I don't know why I'm getting like schizophrenic or like what is it like ADHD, just seeming or just living in this childlike era or state, or your behavior is childlike. I'm not gonna say childish, but it's childlike. I'm not getting immaturity because, like I said, you're highly complex. I'm also hearing durable, but you have this ability to it's like you have mechanisms rather that you run to. This could be a form of escapism, but you have like altered personas, you have altered realities, you have altered ways of living, you have altered behaviors, languages. You could even like have a hidden language or some form of like secret code just for you, and I don't know, your imaginary friends. I'm getting this type of vibe for real. I'm getting someone is living amongst the mass, but you're living outside of the mass. It's like you're in a crowd, but you may feel alone type of vibe. But let's see. So the alternate realms, hope you guys can see me. Okay, this thing is definitely moving. Okay, whatever. But it says here, alternate realms are worlds that belong to another dimension apart from ours. Entrances to these places are usually generated by ripping the very fabric of time and space. So I see you have finally cracked some form of code, or you've discovered something, like I said, within yourself, or significant to the matrix here. I see you have this back door, or even this gateway, key, entrance, portal to an outside reality here. So I do see you traveling in and out of your mind, or like I'm getting like the rabbit hole effect type of thing here. I'm also getting an energy where let me see the term. Here's a term, it's called nested dreamers, and basically what that refers to are people who wake up. You may have found this for yourself, or you've discovered this, or you've experienced this rather, where you are dreaming, you're in an active dream, but you wake up within that dream and you think that you're actually awake in the waking life, but something actually feels like it's like you keep trying to wake up. Some people have it like at a deeper level, or they experience it on deeper scales, deeper levels. It's like the more complex your imagination is, or the more vivid your dreams are. I'm also getting lucid dreamers, so the more you can control your dream or alter your state, your physical state, your physical reality, it's like the deeper or the more you are at risk of like being caught in this, like, I don't know how to call it. It's a nested dreamer, but basically it's where you wake up inside of a dream and you think that you're actually awake, but you find yourself still in a dream. So I feel like this may have happened to you. Also have done research. Let me fix this while I'm talking. I done research, and what they were saying was that it can become so like let's just say you can become so hipped to this reality that some people actually, it's like a paracosm type of thing, where you run to this dream, you run to this imagination, you run to this picture, and you kind of live in it, you build in it. A lot of you guys may build in your dream, you may build, or you may move, you do a lot in your dream or in your thoughts. I feel like something has like transformed for you. But yeah, anyways, it's giving me this energy where it's different for everyone. Like some of you guys may have a harder time waking up because you're so strong in the mind. Your capacity is so like complex, it may be even more difficult for you to navigate like the difference between rooms. So it's harder for you to actually wake up. You may be a deep sleeper, so that means you're a harder thinker. I feel like there's something regarding that as well. I'm trying to see, I'm picking up a lot of energy about this. I'm also getting like sleep paralysis or like daydreams. Like a lot of things may seem like surreal at this time, but it's like the dream world is merging with the physical realm is what I'm getting. That's why Matrix was at the top of the deck. Okay. I'm also getting this may be like a love-hate type of thing, or this may feel like a gift. This could feel like a curse. I don't know. Yeah, microcosms, the upper realm or outer dimensions, higher dimensions, alternate realities. I'm also getting inner dimensions. So this could be like where you're like thinking something and your outside reality begins to like merge or even shift in your, it's like psychokinesis. Some of you guys could be psychokinetic. I'm also getting a kineticist. This is where you're able to control like actual matter, time, space. So like we said at the very beginning, once you begin to comprehend how to rip the fabric of time and space, you can then find your way out of this reality or in. I'm getting like the only way out is in. So this is speaking of the inner dimensions of yourself, the rabbit hole. I'm also hearing something about a portal. You may have opened or accessed some form of portal. This could also be like meditating. Some of you guys may spend a lot of time meditating. Yeah, don't touch me. So there's this addictive behavior called maldative dreaming. And basically you should look these terms up. I talked about this before, but if you're caught in this dream state or even daydreaming, imagining, you're in this maldative energy because you continuously find yourself, your mind slipping to this thought pattern or to this frequency, to this dimension. It's like this outside access portal that you always find yourself like escaping to, or it could be some form of relief for you. You may like create a fantasy for yourself, or you may seek peace. This is your inner child. You may seek like, I don't know, comfort in a sense. And I feel like you can create your own like I heard biology, so your own living, everything about what you want is in this realm. This could even be like talking animals, literally getting talking animals, or like you may talk to animals, you may talk to trees, you may see faces and things people don't see faces in. I'm also getting synesthesia. So this is something else I talked about. This is basically where like you may see, let's just say, the color red, and it makes you think of someone, or it makes you hear something. Like it literally triggers another sense. It's like where your senses are discombobulated in a sense, and it causes for you to like dictate things from like altered states. So if you hear a piano sound, you think of a soft pillow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your senses are merging. I see here, don't touch me. It's really giving me the energy where you don't like to be distracted from this thought pattern. This is an actual thing. Some people struggle with this like harder than others. Like a lot of people isolate themselves just to be caught in their mind. A lot of people enjoy being in their thoughts. I'm also getting you lost track of time, or you're losing track of like time. Yeah, I see ghosts. A lot of you are connected more with like the dead than the living. Okay. I'm also getting the dead quote is the living. This is why you're so like in contact, or this is why I literally see it. I see I hate crowds. Yeah, it's like you may have found some form of truth about the living or the matrix, which causes for you to like, you know, I see bound. You may feel trapped in your body, so you escape in your mind. Okay. Yeah, just seeing nirvana and then purpose. This is your gifts activating. Let me see. I see here opening a portal between worlds. So like I just said, you have opened a portal, or you've gained access to your portal. This is your world. I'm also getting like a whole new world. I'm getting like fairy guides or fairy godmothers. Yeah, I just seen higher cortical function. It says your cortex is involved in a higher level processing in the brain, memory, thinking, reasoning, learning, emotions, reflexes, and problem solving. Exactly. So I'm getting a lot of what you interpret or what you're thinking about, what you're on. I'm hearing someone is stuck on, you're stuck on a plane, literally or mentally. You're stuck somewhere, and it's like whatever you're comprehending or however you're perceiving things now, your reality now is, it's basically, it's being like it's almost as if this process is meant to happen. Like however you're going about life, it's like you've learned something or you found some form of truth. This could even be regarding yourself, and it's like it has altered your entire perspective on life, on people, on somebody, on work. I feel like you have like found out some form of truth just by the way you think. Cognitive psychology, exactly. I also see people like judging you. People may feel like you're weird, or people may look at you as if you're weird because of what you do. You may even talk to yourself in public. I'm literally getting that. I'm also getting you're not talking to yourself. You may feel like you're talking to yourself, genetics, but you're talking to souls. I see chilling souls. This could be deceased souls. I'm also getting your behavior or like your skills, the way you formulate thoughts is not coming only from you. Like you're being almost guided to feel or do the things that you're doing, say the things that you're saying today. Like something changed overnight for you. Yeah, I see deeper just fell out, and then on the back, ghost. Exactly. And then give me more. So subconsciously you are like tapping into your it's like your Akashic records. I'm also hearing your DNA. You could be unlocking your DNA 1717. So yes, this is pertaining to like past life gifts, or your, I'm hearing past life awareness. So this is like the minds merging together. This could also be like left brain, right brain. I'm getting like something regarding that is merging or syncing together. This is speaking of the rhythm. Okay, so let's continue. Wow, look at that. Sensitive awareness, period. Ooh, let me sit up. All right. Where are we? So the first thing I have here is let's go deep inside the solitary mind. So you could be a hermit. You could find yourself introverted, or like I said, isolated, alone a lot. It's a part of your energy. It's almost a part of your destiny to take time apart from the world, okay? This is why I was basically referencing at the beginning the star seeds, the indigos, the light workers, like the youth seeds, because you guys are like new to the realm. You're new to the world. You're new to this time. You guys aren't made of time. You aren't composed of matter. You guys are highly spiritual. This is why you are so mentally advanced, because the soul lies in the mind. So you're constantly working on expansion, growth, and development. So this is all very, it's like significant to your growth, to your purpose, okay? So just be aware of who you are, not what people make you to be. I feel like that is significant to someone. I see here a lot of you guys, or this group here, you guys are learning to it's like I'm hearing distinction. So you're learning the difference between time and matter, or gravity and matter, or like the quantum versus like, I don't know, existence or like non-existence. I feel like you're like discovering the unknown in a sense. This is like you traveling down an extreme portal or void, okay? I see here unraveling the ropes of quantum physics. So these are geniuses that we are talking to. I also get neurologists or neuroscientists. So your neurons, a lot of activity taking place, exactly, introvert. It's like the more you are in isolation or the more you go within, the more you study, the more you read books, it activates or like it basically builds like immunity for you to be able to like really build or really tap into this imagination or this imaginative reality. I also feel like the more you build like in construct is what I'm hearing. So for example, it's giving me the energy where you could be reading like a fiction book and it's full of like action and it's full of cartoons and it's full of all these storylines, but it's harder for like the average person to like discern what's going on, but you have the ability rather to like play it in your mind as a movie or to imagine it as if it was really a movie. I feel like you're building some form of like either connection with this ability or with this realm to the point where it's allowing you to like grasp, it's like grasp the unknown, grasp the untouchable. I don't even know how to make this make sense, but it's like beyond material, beyond the physical. This is the metaphysics that we're speaking of. So you guys have like tapped out of this world just by expanding your mind, just by reading, just by having the, I don't know, ability to comprehend what's going on around you. So this is a very complex energy here. It's kind of hard for me to like express what I'm trying to like, what I'm thinking. So that is also significant for you. Yeah, I see here I can teach you something. This is like very tough for someone like you to exist in like a slower reality. I feel like you're always on like this tempo or this beat. You're always on beat. You're always on a go is significant. This could also be your neurons are constantly moving. They're constantly communicating. They're constantly in service is what I'm hearing. So you're constantly grasping information. You're constantly evolving. I'm also getting an energy, yeah, library. I'm getting an energy where like you're in this plane of existence where it is in between worlds. So it's like you have lost track of time, you have lost track of like what reality rather, and it's like you're constantly in this paracosm or this daydream where it's like you're hearing the voices, you're seeing spirits. It's like you're literally in between realms. I'm also getting someone may see the veil. So this is a lot of information. You may have always, yeah, biological, you have always, even as a child empath, been this complex since birth. You've been this advanced. I'm also getting your IQ levels have always been like top ranking or like just your complexity overall. Give me more. These are also where children, getting an energy where children are like being examined by like scientists or neurologists, or you're being discovered by like groups of like physics or I don't know, biologists. It's like they want to know what's going on. Your brain waves could be being like studied, or like I see someone being like hooked to a monitor when they're sleeping, and like I said, that REM sleeping where your eyes are in that rapid movement. I feel like you're being watched or studied, or like they're annotating on your behavior. People may actually watch you. People may actually want to know how you know what you know. Omniscience, this is maximal knowledge, or just having like this omnipresence to you. Like you know everything, or you can easily figure it out. Alertness, I just heard new levels, new devils. Okay, so this is new. You too are new. I'm getting that. I'm also getting, where are you from? I never seen you. I never heard of this. Where do you get your information from? Even people may ask. Telepathy. I'm also getting like controlling people into your reality, or pulling people into your reality or your fantasy. I feel like there's people who are like observing you so much to the point where you're like pulling them into that alternate state or plane of existence. I'm also getting people may not be able to take on this the way you can. So people are afraid of you, or people back from you, or I don't know, bound. It's like people may even get lost in the further. I'm also getting like everyone is not cut like you, or everyone is not capable, or they don't have the capacity to obtain what you know. You may be like the type of person to like walk into like the spiritual plane or a portal and literally just like talk to like the roaming dead or roaming spirits or like lost souls, or you may even approach like a very negative spirit. The average person will hear that and be like, they instantly get scared, or they instantly like result to fear. I feel like you're very brave when it comes to traveling. I'm also channeling lucid dreaming. Some people get scared when they're able to like control their dreams, or when you're awake within your dream state, people get afraid and then they instantly wake up, or they instantly like revert, you know, like they just stop. They're in control, but they don't have the control they want to have. I feel like you do. A lot of people just aren't ready for what you're on. Yeah, sparks, electrical activity, the neurons. I see her fell off the face of the earth. I feel like this deck is needed. Let me see here. Exactly, the sunken place. Just said that. I knew this deck was significant. And then you are on a contract. A lot of people can't go with you. A lot of people can't travel as high as you can. I'm hearing something about altitude, your level. It's like the more curious, I'm hearing curiosity keeps the imagination like fluent. It keeps it active, it keeps it young, it keeps it going. So it's like a lot of people are afraid of the unknown. Is that significant to this? Okay, so you may be just this person who realizes that everyone around you is either afraid of the truth, or they're afraid of heights. Like niggas are afraid of death, people are afraid of spirits. I just feel like you're gonna be, yeah, vibration and then quantum teleportation, literally, and then you're being called. I feel like you're just gonna have to travel alone. You like this anyway, okay? I feel like you like to be alone. I also feel like you move with the gods. You work with the gods. You work with higher spirits. You really don't want to be with it. I feel like people slow you down, basically. Yeah, just seeing ancestors. You work with the ancestors, and then roaming spirits. You work with the spirits, and then blank space. It's like you guys are always traveling. You guys are travelers. I'm also getting time zone keepers. You guys are in control of like time itself. I'm also getting, if you're not like, I'm hearing ride till the wheels fall off. A lot of people won't be able to like ride with you till the wheels fall off. Like niggas really aren't loyal to you. It's because they can't obtain you. They can't negate you. They can't stop you. They can't slow you down. They can't figure you out. So it's gonna be really hard for a lot of people to like be with you. Okay, I'm hearing level up. Okay. Yeah, literally, it may seem or feel like a daydream. Do I have to make this up? I'm also getting people are too materialized, or people are too like attached. People have too many, they're too caught up in ego for this like complexity. It's almost as if you have to be, it has to be gifted to you. You have to be born with this ability. It's literally what it feels like. You have ties. You have to be like mob tied in order to like travel in and out of this reality. A lot of people are bound to this dimension. Okay, so feel lucky. Also, I learned that, yeah, imagination is considered a super skill. A lot of people aren't like capable. Yeah, it says don't be afraid. A lot of people aren't, they're just not ready for it. They're not equipped, or their soul hasn't evolved enough. Okay, yeah, you got the key. I feel like you have like access or an entrance to something. Excuse me, confirmation. Okay, so let me go to this because I feel the need to read this to you guys. It says here the ability to consider or perceive concepts beyond what we observe physically. Okay, so that is highly significant. I'm also hearing like an alter persona. I feel like sometimes you have the ability to like shift in behavior or shift in mood, like when it comes to like who you like, basically your environment. Like a lot of you, I feel like you can go around, you can see a group of children, you can become that age, you can become that mentality. This is a very complex person or mind. Okay, you have a lot of control. I keep hearing kineticism, so this is also like being able to like embody matter or like to become physical matter. I'm also hearing lost by touch. So this is an example of like I'm hearing something about the world around you. Okay, it says the world, but I'm hearing the world around you. But anyways, I was getting lost by touch because it's almost as if like, I don't know, you can touch water and become it. You can touch a tree and become like tapped into that like frequency. It's weird, but it's real. I'm also getting that like this is unexplainable. This is like you what's understood. Like I said, if you weren't born with it, it can't be explained. A lot of people are gonna think you're crazy or you're insane or you're like off your rocker or you're out of your mind. But I'm also getting those very same people don't have a mind, or they don't have the complexity to like, I don't know, it's like they can't comprehend what you can just on a basic scale is what spirit is saying. Like we're not talking about traveling, we're talking about dreaming. Like niggas are blocked from dreaming, niggas are blocked from manifesting, like on a simpler note. Like we're not even talking about getting out of here. A lot of people can't get out of here. I'm literally getting that as well. Your mind is going to get you out of here. Okay, I don't know where you're trying to go. Yeah, death, I see death or the other side. I don't know where you're trying to go, but you're getting there. I'm also getting you have built something is becoming so strong to the point where it's unattainable, or it's uncontrollable. You're gonna realize something is just too big. This could be the power of your mind is becoming like out of control. Yeah, strength is becoming huge. Okay, or you have like a world, like your eyes are like worldly, they're really big. Yeah, judgment, it's massive. I'm also hearing no complaints, the high priestess. This is also like you're always supported, you're always protected. I'm hearing tutelage through your travels. So you're always surrounded, exactly. 3 cups, 3 spirits. I'm also hearing like double up on the protection. So you're like anointed, or you're in high honor, high favor. Okay. I'm also hearing an activist. It says here theta, the theta state. So I want to explain this, the theta state, yeah, and then the hermit, exactly. This talks about like being vivid or being like a very quick thinker. Also heard abstract processing, but the vivid imagination, or just being like constantly able to grasp on, or excuse me, I said that kind of funny. You have like this ability, like if you're learning something or someone is teaching you something, you're like a quick learner, or you catch on, or you can read between lines, you can pick up on like body language, human behavior. Also hearing humanistics, like you just have mastered some form of like observation level to the point where you're able to comprehend. Okay, yeah, the Page of Swords, this is just knowing. I know, I don't know how I know, but I know. Or you can see, I don't know how I can see that, but I can see it. I don't know how I can hear that, but I just heard it. Or it's like, I don't know how I can even taste what I just tasted, but I did. Like, why does this taste like yesterday? This is synesthesia, okay? These are real complex abilities. This is also like you're having trouble like calculating what is what, okay? I feel like your mind pulls things from like the cosmos, or from like higher dimensions, lower dimensions, and you're finding things here like, oh my god, I just thought about that, how is it right there? It's like you're bringing things. This could even be you're waking up with things from your dream. Like you may find rocks in your bed, like what was I doing last night, or what was I dreaming about? Or you could even wake up with scratches. You could wake up with like hearts, I don't know, it doesn't matter. You can wake up with butterflies in your bed, or something, you're pulling something outside of yourself into yourself, okay? Which is ultimately manifesting its way into your reality. So I feel like your mind, your memory is very strong. It's very loud. It's potent. Okay. So know something about yourself here. Ace of Wands. This is like magic or majesty here. Let me see. I see here imagination activist. And I feel like this is very significant to you. An imagination activist is someone who expands and works out their imagination muscle, okay? To expand their ways of thinking and their sense of what is possible and or achievable to mankind. So it doesn't matter, you have no limitations, okay? Even if you feel like, it's like you have the ability to fly, you know, in thought. Also, I'm seeing something like, let's just say, this is on a deeper level, but I have to go here. Let's just say like you're in like this very like life or death situation. You have the ability to pull yourself out of it mentally. I feel like, let's just say, God forbid, right? But you're in like this car accident and like right before your car is about to flip, you have the ability to like you can gain control over it just by thought. Like it's like I don't know if you pray about it or you think something and it's like you're instantaneously heard or you're helped or something is granted to you. Okay, so just know this is like this is highly favored. Okay, so I'm getting a descendant. You're a descendant of some sort. You could also work with death a lot. I'm also hearing reincarnation, or you have died a lot, so you can do a lot, you know a lot. Okay, yeah, the 9 of Cups to the 4 of Wands, and then the 7 of Wands. This is anointed, highly favored. This is also royalties, things that belong to you that no one can take, no one can steal, like your blood, for example, or your DNA. I'm hearing like I know I'm getting like your aminos. I think, yeah, the temperance. I feel like this deals with like the biology or like the composition of your biology here, or your anatomy rather, like what you're composed of, what you're built from. It's a different fiber. It's like you're literally cut from a different cloth. This could even be like something on you saves you from death or saves you from hardship, or you are saved from this. There's something, you're anointed. Okay, your aura maybe in like extreme protection. Yeah, the Tower. I see here your imagination creates your own fictional world. So the world around you is not what it seems. You're gonna realize that like we are actually in a simulation. You may even experience like glitches, or like the mirrors may change, or like the reflection may not be the same as what you're seeing in actual reality. I think mirrors are portals. I'm also getting like water reflections. It may not like refract the same imagery that you're seeing in real life. So if you're looking at yourself in like a puddle or something, it's not going to be the same thing as like looking at yourself in a mirror or on a picture. I'm also hearing like the camera lenses. So this could be like the red eye, or I think it's called like the fish eye. Something is significant about your retinas. It could be shifting, or it's like expanding. Also, I'm channeling Lucy, where she began to like tap into like people's cells, or like the biological makeup of someone. You can like have like this X-ray vision on things, basically. Doesn't even have to be people. You can see through cars, or like if you were to like look at a dresser, you can see like the clothes in the dresser, but it doesn't have to physically be open. This is where your mind has taken you. Okay, I also get your mind can scare you, or your power is gonna scare you. I think seashells could be significant to you, or snails, or hermit crabs. Yeah, here's the child. I'm also getting children of the sun. Yeah, the moon, children of the moon. Okay. Or children, I don't know why I just heard children of Christ. Okay, so you could, this is like the Christ consciousness that we're speaking of. I'm also getting your pineal gland. This speaks, or this is in reference to your, I'm getting like a 10. This is like the highest level, or the, what is it called? The dung beetle. You may want to go look up the symbolism behind the dung beetle. It speaks of like higher or wisdom, awareness. It speaks of like just this higher level here. I feel like there's something you need to know. Yeah, here's more water. You may need to stare in the mirror. I also just heard traveling but standing still. So you're like literally in a store in the line, and you're like you're like solving problems. You're like traveling. Yeah, see here, it's like any thought, it pulls you to that reality. This literally is like a back door. Any thought that you have, or I'm getting like impulsive decisions or impulsive behavior, impulsive thoughts. When you receive these, this is like cosmic downloads, or like some form of like, I feel like you have like this separation ability. I'm not gonna say disorder, this is an ability, okay? Like you can easily like escape your reality just by like mentally perceiving it to not be what it is. I don't know, it's like focus, your focus. You may need to train yourself on how to focus. I see here blank stares or blank space. Like I said, I'm getting something about just being like in this void, or people may be like, hey, are you okay? Or come back. I also get like time traveling and midday. This is giving me an energy where people just like randomly fall asleep out of nowhere. You may just randomly like get caught up in like this, oh my God, where am I? Or like, oh my God, how did I get here? You could be asking yourself this, or like your entire reality may be foreign to you now. Like this is where you're traveling outside, literally the chariot, you're traveling down the street and nothing looks the same. Okay. A lot of you guys have woken or awakened to a dream state. You may feel trapped in time. Let me see. I'm also getting like abandoned children. This is another thing here. Abandoned children, or just having to always be like alone, or you may have realized like by you being abandoned or neglected of some sort, you had to find like this, you had to find like, I guess, another sense of life, or you had to find an altered state to exist in, because the one in which you were living in was just too harsh or too traumatizing, or it was just too much for your child. I'm getting like your inner child wasn't like physically, mentally, emotionally capable of sustaining your reality. So this is a very harsh childhood, or very harsh conditions in which you were exposed to at a younger age. This could even be one scenario that changed you forever. I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm getting like this is for a lot of you who were abandoned bad, or neglected bad. Like this is harsh treatment on a child, which changes their entire like reactant. Like these are children who are dissociated from people, or like you may find yourself caught up in like just being, like I said, in solitude, or just wanting to be alone, or even like you have like this separate way of being, living, existing because of your past. And this is like I said, it may feel like a curse and a gift, but this is also an advantage for you, because like a lot of people have been like ordained to reality, or ordained to religious factors, or like religious ways of being, religious beliefs. And it's like something has traumatized you into your awakening. I don't know why I'm getting that. Something has like created something better. I don't know, it's like a bad thing helped you. Okay, I don't know what that is, but that's significant for someone. Something very terrible actually helped you. I also get it has helped you to discover something. Okay, so this could be like, yeah, the Temperance. Like you may know who you are now because of like something or someone specific. I also get like extreme telepathy communication with things, animals, people. And then it can, I'm getting like it can merge into like, I don't know, cars, items, like material things, cups. Like the more you focus on something, you have this like monitoring spirit to the point where you're like, you can become it. Like I said, you can embody this, or you can like almost manipulate it in a sense. I do have my brain here, so there's something about the mind that is highly significant here. These are like very I'm getting healthy minds, but in order for you to have this awareness, you had to have been damaged, is what I'm getting here, or you had to have been manipulated, or like I'm getting some form of like psychosis or something, a mental state where you had to learn to escape. I feel like a lot of people are still caught in that like depression, or they're still caught in their amygdala, which talks about like lower emotions or like fear, being scared. I feel like you have like, you're a survivor, so this way you can now feel like you don't even know how strong you are type shit. Okay, like this is where you're like, your brain is bigger than you, your powers are bigger than you type shit. I heard it just keeps on going on, so you never stop, it just keeps expanding, or you keep ascending. Okay, also get, you may need to take a break on thinking. Yeah, literally a time for healing. You may need to like heal your mind, or like rest your mind. Okay, you may be very analytical, or you're always watching, you're always observing, you're always taking note. This also helps you, but sometimes you can become like so addictive to this that it's like you're consumed in it. So this is even a form of imagination. You're addicted to it, this reality, this way of being, these ways of feeling. This is like cortisol. Your mind loves this like this addiction, or you're addicted to the feeling of just peace, like I said, freedom, feeling good. This is your escape. But you can become so hip to it that it literally takes you out of like your time zone of now. It's like you're living in too many realities at once. This may be why you need to rest your mind. I'm also getting like seizures. When you have like a lot of neural sparks, or a lot of like miscommunication in between the wiring, this causes seizures, or like too much at once is like, it can cause this or lead to like a brain fog, or some form of like dissociation, where you're just trapped in that alternate reality. I feel like you guys may need some form of balance. I'm also getting Pisces. You could be a Pisces. Water signs are very like introspective, they're very like intuitive, psychic. Be a water sign or an air sign, they're always thinking. Okay, also earth signs, Virgos, are very analytical as well. I feel like a lot of you guys, I'm hearing married to the game. You may be married to like spirit or God. A lot of you guys may like put God before like anyone. You may put your ancestors before anyone. You may put spirit before anyone. I feel like that's all you trust, that's all you know. Yeah, I see your adjustments are required. Also get something is always on your mind. You may constantly seek peace. Okay, I see here a head with no screws in it. You may have a head with no screws in, or people may just think that you're delusional. Okay, it says the answers you need are coming, and then full moon in Gemini. So there's that thought, the way you think, the way you come off, or the way you speak. I'm also hearing like unapproachable. People may feel like you're just this brainiac or something. I'm hearing a brainiac. Everything is based upon your higher chakras is what I'm getting for this group. You guys are always in your crown. You guys are always in your voice. So you're always trying to either learn or teach. And then when it comes to your heart, you always want to like show someone, you always want to open up about something, or you want to feel, like I said, that sense of connectivity. This could be why you're dissociated, because you can't feel or you have a hard time feeling. I'm also getting numbness. You may feel numb. This is why you're always thinking. So this is like disconnected from your body, but tapped into your mind, or you're more, I'm hearing trance. You could be in a trance. You may not even know you're in a trance, but you are. I'm also getting like when you're floating on water, when you're in that state of just being like completely like lifeless, but you feel good, like bliss. I feel like, or euphoria. I feel like you're always in that energy, or like a prana is significant to you. This is like dream. Okay, this is like a daydream or a dream, or even like a fantasy. It's like you have like a sweet fantasy. Okay, I also feel like a lot of people want to escape with you. You're gonna find yourself taking people with you. Like I said, a lot of people can't go, but there are like people who can and who actually do. So these are people who also experience a lot of traumas. I feel you teaching people how to escape their reality, or how to like cope. I feel like you're gonna, I hear you saying like, this is where I go, or this is where I go to feel free. This is how I go about it. This is my little place. This is my little world. Keep getting like a little portal to the other side, or like you have like an entire realm based upon your imagination. Literally, you're gonna start teaching people how to do this. So you're gonna show people how to tap out of this reality, how to tap out of your consciousness. So this is like basic training for you. You're learning how to teach. You're learning how to like, you're figuring it out. I feel like you're figuring something out. You could be discovering the fabrics of nature, the fabrics of time, the fabrics of space, okay? I also feel like you're learning how to control yourself. Like I said, your power is massive. It's intense. I don't know why I keep feeling like people are afraid of you, or people can feel you're not there, or this could even be like your presence is felt. People may feel like, you may even feel this, like you can dictate like storms coming. You can dictate, like you have a lot of preconceived abilities, or what is it called? Like you're very, you could be clairvoyant, clairaudient, like you just hear what's not being said or what's not being shown, to the point where you're like now in the future. So like, what is it called? Precognitive abilities? Is that what it's called? Precognitive ability? You have that ability here. Okay. I'm also getting epiphany after epiphany after epiphany. I just heard don't look through the smoke, or you're seeing through the smoke. So this is the veil, or an eclipse is significant to you. I see here age regression. So this is also significant to like being in this childlike state, or acting like a child, or being innocent is significant to you guys. But I see here reversal behavior, or a state of development. So this is basically where you're, the way you act or the way you go about things, you're more playful. I feel like you're coming off as very like immature, but it's to the point where people are like, they like it, or people like you, people enjoy your vibe. You may even like ask yourself like, why am I like this? Or like, why am I always so happy? Or why am I always so goofy? Or why am I always playing, laughing, having a good time? Like where everyone is so serious or caught up in life or materialistic things, you're like in the clouds. Literally getting that. Bubbles. I'm hearing bubbles. You could be called that, or people may call you bubbles. I don't know. You're just always like, I'm hearing like dilly, like you're always like just this goof. You may be like into jokes or like comedy, This is your inner child needing that like comfort or that reconciliation. I feel like you need to regurgitate something that has been stolen from you or that you have forgotten about. So this is your memories trying to merge or trying to get you to see something, get you to know something. I feel like your subconscious mind has like buried something. So this is trauma response. You're being targeted for a reason, or you're being like targeted by younger spirits or roaming spirits that are children as well. You may be attracted to spirits or children, excuse me, but that could be significant. Yeah, I see here at the top of the deck, literally a lot of spirits around you, or like higher bodies, lower bodies. I'm also getting an outer body experience, maybe significant here. There was a scenario where like I was listening to this sound. I'm gonna play it for you guys. Hold on. Real quick, just real quick. So story time. My mom bought me this thing. I kind of like it like this. It's cute. My mom bought me this little thing, and she said when I was younger, she would play this sound for me. So I'm gonna play it for you guys. It just feels very dreamy. It also places me in a trance. I don't know how, but it puts me in this trance where I feel like I just want to lay on my back and just stare in the sky. This could be significant to you. Like I said, when you're floating on water, you feel like you're just in a dream. Okay. I'm also getting you're way too tired to sleep. I'm getting the song Fireflies. He was like what did he say? I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. It's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep, because everything is never what it seems. So this is you like he said it's hard to say that I'd rather stay awake when I'm asleep. So like I said, awakening within a dream. Some of you would rather stay there, some of you would rather be there. I'm also getting some of you don't like waking up. I'm sorry to say that, but it's not on that level of like, oh, I want to die, but it's really like I really enjoy my dreams, or your dream life may be like way liver than real life. Okay, like this is where you're like a millionaire in your dream and you're like hell yeah, and you wake up and you're like fuck. I'm getting that for you. I'm also getting wind chimes. Okay, a lot of sounds to the child. Okay, or this can even be like lullabies. Okay, I know I'm getting that, or like pianos, instrumental. You may need this. Okay, this is highly significant. You need like, this could even be, you need something like this. I had a ballerina one, but this was no coincidence. Okay, it helps me. This helps me. I just feel at home. Okay, you may feel disconnected from your child, your inner child. Okay, this is the last thing I have. It says the body is completely unconscious while dreaming, and the subconscious is when you imagine. So you're subconsciously imagining, but you're unconscious when you're dreaming. Okay, so I feel like you're like, that's that distinction, or having trouble deciphering what is what. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. Boba wants to say goodbye. Peace. Bye.